Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Fiorentina Career Mode. Today is episode number 9 and we do start with a game against Torino. Wasn't too sure what to expect from this. Obviously Torino aren't the worst team in the league, they're not doing very well so far. They played 8 games and only getting 7 points, which is pretty shocking, putting them down in 12th. And I did originally think that the striker they had was Jackson Martinez from Porto. Is it Porto? I don't even know if he is from Porto now, I kind of think of it. I'm actually questioning my own football knowledge. But anyway, nevertheless, we do go into this game. We are still rocking with the 4-1-2-1-2, obviously, since Thiago got the unfortunate injury in the last episode. And really, I was just hoping to get as many points as possible. We do have 3 league games in the space of 5 days, I believe. So it's quite a hectic schedule for us, which is frustrating. And obviously, next episode, I will record 3 games and we'll have a 3-game special, as it will be every 5 episodes, as I mentioned in episode 5. But we were playing pretty decently to start with. I was quite impressed with the team's performance and I was just hoping that we could get the first goal. I find in FIFA getting the first goal really does help you to try and win the game. I don't quite know what it is that makes it do that, but there's something in the game that seems to make it a lot easier if you do get the first goal. So I was definitely hoping that we weren't going to concede to Torino. They've obviously got Quagliarella up front and the Martinez guy, who I can confirm is not Jackson Martinez, which is good because he is a very clinical striker and most definitely would cause us some problems if it was him. But they were only attacked quite a bit in this game, and you can see in the opening kind of half an hour or so they've had, you know, the majority of the ball, which is kind of frustrating. I was hoping we could change that. We do come through here with Dybala, we take it, and Rossi somehow manages to squeeze it in at the near post, thankfully, and he picks himself up yet another goal in the Serie A. Really am impressed with Rossi and Dybala up front, proving to be quite a lethal combination. Rossi has his 7th goal. I think Dybala right now is on 5, so both my strikers are performing pretty well. But straight after that, Quagliarella, or however you would pronounce that name, does go and level it up straight away. Lovely bit of play from Torino, and fair play to them for getting the goal. Hopefully though we could get back into it, and I tried a bit of a cheeky finesse shot from about 30 odd yards, and unfortunately it wasn't really going to stand a chance, but I thought I'd give it a go anyway. And we get a chance here with Dybala, and the defender just gets there in the nick of time. Very, very close challenge there, and we do go through again with Dybala. This time though we are going to score the goal and put ourselves 2-1 up with 30 minutes left on the clock, and hopefully we could improve and maybe even try and get a third. That would be absolutely ideal. But a lovely finish there by Dybala, and he is definitely proving to be a very profitable player since bringing him in the not the January transfer window, the summer transfer window, sorry. But Torino were still trying to get back into the game. They get a chance here, and I genuinely thought that could have been a really dangerous opportunity, but the guy just hit it very badly on the volley and probably should have taken it down for the half volley, but didn't. We have Andre Carrillo coming down the wing here, cuts inside with a nice bit of skill, and unfortunately it doesn't amount to anything, but we do end up winning the game 2-1, which is absolutely fantastic, and obviously is giving us 3 points in the Serie A, which is exactly what we want to see. And Rossi and Dybala, my 2 main men, getting both the goals. But we do go into the second game and the final game of the episode, which is against Udinese. I don't believe they have Antonio Di Natale anymore, so that is something to at least not have to worry about, because he is an absolute pain. But obviously this year, I think Di Natale is like a 78 rated, so he's probably gone down to a 70 and retired by now anyway. But nevertheless, I wasn't going to underestimate Udinese. We do start Babacar up front in favour of Giuseppe Rossi. Although he's in great goal scoring form, he is a little bit tired, and we do have another game, you know, 2 days later after this, I think on the Saturday. So it's been a very hectic week. I think we've had Monday, Wednesday and Friday games. So only 2 days break for 3 games is not really enough, and it's definitely going to kind of test my squad depth and rotation abilities if we can cope with this, because obviously FIFA does have a very funny way of working the calendar, which is very frustrating, I must admit. But Babacar gets a shot there. It comes to Carrillo. And Andre Carrillo, I don't quite know how he's actually missed that. That's a pretty poor attempt. I mean, much the same as what Rossi had in the previous game, but unfortunately he couldn't actually finish it, which was disappointing, as it was practically an open net. But nevertheless, they come on the attack here, and I genuinely thought that went in. It looked like it went in, and I'm pretty sure it looked like it went into you guys as well. But that was Pereira there, the lovely little cam from Udinese, someone we could potentially look into getting if we need a new cam at some point in this series. But we didn't really do a lot in this first half, and it was a case of just could not score. It happened so much. A lovely spin there by Dybala, and I don't know how he didn't finish it, to be honest. The goalkeeper was on absolute fire. I'm not actually too sure of the name of the goalkeeper, but you can see how many chances I'm getting, especially with Dybala here. You know, the pace and the skills really effective against the defenders, but as soon as I get up to the goalkeeper, I either get tackled or I just cannot do anything with it, and it's so frustrating. We do get a chance here with Andre Carrillo down the right wing, cuts inside with Berbat's lovely bit of skill there, does a fake shot, cuts back, and the shot was a very tame one at that, and the goalkeeper doesn't really have too much to worry about, but we do continue to push on. They almost score there, a lovely shot by their midfielder, and it hits the post and comes out, and we do try and get ourselves in somewhat of a counter-attack. We have Vicinho starting today alongside, obviously, or behind Babacar and Dybala, but he wasn't really doing a lot. He did get a chance here though. Again, we search it out for the right wing for Carrillo. He cuts inside with a Ronaldo chop, that's the one. And unfortunately, yet again, he couldn't do anything with it. We now are nearly running out of time. We have 15 minutes left to try and get this goal, which would surely sum up the result and give us the 3 points. And it wasn't looking too hopeful, to be honest with you. We get another chance here with Babacar. Surely he's going to score. No, he's not. A very good save by the goalkeeper there. And it is still 0-0. This game was so frustrating to play, and yeah, I don't know what was going on with me. I just couldn't seem to get the goal. And with 10 minutes to go, it was really looking unlikely that we were going to be able to get the goal that we so desperately needed. And then they started doing what happens in FIFA all the time, where they hold it in the corner flag. We get a final chance there with Dybala, and it doesn't amount to anything. And we get another chance here. Yes, we do. Sorry, that's not the last chance thing. We do get one final opportunity here with Vicinho. He turns back, passes it into Dybala. Dybala does a lovely fake shot round the defender, goes for a goal, and is tackled right at the last minute, and the game does end 0-0. Very disappointing. I was expecting at least to get a victory, whether it be 1-0 or 2-1, whatever. I still feel we really deserved to win that game, and it was just a bit of unluckiness, I guess, to me. And sometimes in FIFA that can happen. You can see here we have Dybala saying he's not up to playing the next game, which is fair enough. And Rocknaklia is saying that, he is leaving the club. And despite that, he still wants to play as well as he can, which is fair enough. And I'm very happy that he'd come to us and said that. But here's the league table, guys. We are currently third, our record being 6 wins, 3 draws and 1 loss. Not too shabby in the Serie A. And hopefully we can continue to pick up the pace and maybe try and challenge Juventus, and maybe even Roma for the top spot if we possibly can. But anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, if we could smash over 7 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. And if you haven't already, go and subscribe to the channel. There is a button down below. It's completely free. And I'll speak to you guys in the next episode of Career Mode very soon.